Hi, I'm Catherine Fisher of Catherine Fisher Clothing, and I'm here to share with you 5 things that you need to lead a successful fashion brand. I believe that successful brands create garments that have a story and that they sincerely connect those narratives with the stories of their consumers in 5 essential ways. 1. Personal identity. When brands understand and encourage buying fewer and better, they guide the consumer to curate their look, to hone their look by choosing only those pieces that really reflect their image and amplify their style. In this way, they create a strong identification with the brand. Now, in my line, all of the pieces originate from the meanings of particular poems that touch on universal themes and questions. So, when one of the themes or questions resonates with someone, they are more inclined to bring the garment that is an expression of that theme or question into their wardrobe. 2. Social identity. Appealing to the consumer's sense of who they are in the world and what they stand for is essential to success today and in the future. As people become more aware of how clothing is really made, it is important for brands to demonstrate how their socially responsible practices, both in terms of their environmental and their human and animal rights impacts, how those practices authentically align with the consumer's values. Forging and reinforcing this alignment secures for the consumer a go-to source of purchasing confidence and trust, and that leads to brand loyalty. It also surrounds a purchase with a positive air of hope. Greenwashing and lies by omission, however, are not okay. When it's discovered that a brand has misrepresented themselves, such betrayal of the consumer's trust can really lead to punishing backlash. I try to emphasize that we're all continuing to develop best practices in order to effect real and lasting change. And I believe that people who become part of the Catherine Fisher clothing community are excited about being part of that change. 3. Feelings. Emphasizing the positive emotions sewn into a slow fashion garment and not just the negative ones intrinsic to knowingly supporting fast fashion is really important. Not only do we offer the enjoyment of wearing the garment, but we also offer feelings of pride and joy that one can experience when doing something good, and those feelings never wash out. I try on my website to be as transparent as possible, not only about the materials used in the garments, but who made them, where they were made, and also the internal operations of my company, the packaging we use, the stationery, the supplies in the studio, because I believe that this transparency builds trust. And it also keeps me honest so that in making my choices, I make them according to those that I am happy to lay out there. 4. Philanthropy. Brands that give back to particular causes enable the consumer to accomplish 2 things at once. 1, care for themselves by purchasing clothing, and 2, support something good by easy, no cost, no barrier donation. Each purchase of Catherine Fisher clothing benefits two identified organizations, and links to those organizations are on the website so that the purchaser can learn about the cause and effort that their donation is supporting. Our areas of interest range from literacy and the arts to food and housing security, diversity, and the environment. And it's exciting and gratifying to see those donations grow. 5. Uniqueness. Finally, where possible, brands that incorporate the handmade, the upcycled, and the made to order offer to the wearer the pleasure of being unique. Independent brands that highlight the maker's identity foster the desirability of wearing things that are special and connected in a personal way. In the end, I believe that what makes these pieces unique and special is the energy of the wearer and how that connects with that original story from which the designs spring. The spirit of the person who animates the garment brings it all to fruition. My focus on the wearer and that relationship is where it begins and ends for me. I'm grateful for their choices and work to honor our connection long past each purchase.